see what we got here. I got to, it's been a while since I've worked any obsidian, so I got to be really careful not to hit too hard because of that. I'm gonna make a knife blade out of this. Man, it really, every time I work obsidian, after not working it for a while, really, I'm afraid to hit it. I'm gonna hit here, try to run a flake in there, like that. Just thin it. Get some problem in here. I wonder if I used caribou antler on this stuff instead of copper, if it would go a little bit easier. Possibly. Now I got to decide, where do I want my blade? Probably from here to here. So I'm gonna bring it in this way and maybe a touch that way. Start thinning it more. I like to do a majority of my blades with just a little tiny billet. This stuff, it's kind of a duller obsidian, but it doesn't jab you in the hand as much as glassy obsidian. I like this stuff a lot. It also seems to hold its edge a little bit better when using it. This, I don't know, it's like it's not really see-through. It's kind of gray-black. So when I want, me personally, when I want to thin an area, I hit straight down just to make an edge to flip it over and strike on. See, I got a really cruddy area in there. Usually I'll use indirect, but I'll try to get it with just percussion. Got some of it. Got it. Gone. I really am afraid to strike hard like I usually do to get rid of these thick areas. So I don't want to break this piece. I'll try to get rid of this lump here. And if you look at the way I'm holding it, most people would hold it like that. I've been finding that if I hold it like this, I'm less likely to cut myself, and the flake kind of travels a tiny bit further. I'm not really too sure why, but it does. I didn't hit hard enough. Went to right there. Alright. Really am scared to hit my normal hard hits. I guess it's fine if I break it. I could just get another big flake and do it all over again, right? Damn. There we go. Wish that had gone a little further. All right. Something I've found about obsidian blades is if you make the blade smaller and the handle small, it's less likely to break the blade when you're using it. The real oversized blades seem to kind of give some problems. And you also don't want to make it too thin. I know I say that a lot, but if you're using it, don't try to go ultra thin for use. Ultra thin will make nicer cuts, but ultra thin is likely to break. Fixing up the base. All right. This is all kind of wonky here. I tend to leave a lot of room on obsidian width-wise because I mess up a lot on obsidian and I tend to break it. So I like to give myself a lot of room for error. Alright, actually I'm gonna try some indirect on this, just a tiny bit. I do want this knife blade to be kind of narrow, like probably like that, but I'm not sure yet. All right. Yeah, we'll see how this does. Not too bad. I think I'm going to use a billet instead. And bring this up a little tiny bit. Man, I don't know if I've used much indirect on Obsidian. I'm kind of scared of it. Obsidian makes me nervous. Yeah, it's working pretty good. All right. See how long that flake went with just a little? That's what I'm not used to. On my normal stuff, you gotta hit a heck of a lot harder than that. And yeah. This is not really a how-to video, but you can see what I'm doing. If anybody wants an instructional video, like I did with the limestone one, let me know in the comments and I'll work on that. I don't know how much more how much more I should work with indirect on this. There's just some areas that I don't want to try to pressure flake off, like right here. See this little ridge? That would mess me up if I tried to pressure flake that. I think. I don't know. In the past, it would have messed me up. There we go. Just get rid of some of it. Indirect working quite nicely on this. All right. What do you think? A wide bladed knife? That'd be kind of cool if I could do that. I've never tried that, so I'm gonna try that. Caribou antler, copper nail. And this is goat leather. Let me try to copper first. Do the other side with caribou. That's nice. Flaking nice, wow. Caribou antler is kind of gouging it. Taking big flakes out. Huh. Interesting. Sharp, sharp. All right. Do a little bit more indirect on the base. Just to shape it a little more. Okay. So there's a weird curve in the base here, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of it just with like that. Better. Okay. So I'm going to stick to copper, because that seems more controlled. If anybody has no idea what I'm doing, I have other videos that explain more than this. Really, I'm just demonstrating at the moment. But if you want to learn how to do this, I have other videos, as do others. Or you can write in the comments that you want to know exactly what's going on. I'll make another video describing more. Sometimes when I pressure flake, I do crush the edges a little bit, but not too much to affect anything. I just grind them off, gentle, and reflake. So I got a little bit of a problem area right here. I'm just gonna flake it away like that. There's a curve in the tip that I don't like. All right. If you want to see me work obsidian more, let me know. My channel has been more about difficult materials, like stuff like that. How to get around all that crud and stuff like that. But I figured I would do an obsidian video just to see how it did and to see if people want that or not. So the caribou antler, it's working really well for problem spots. I'm not going to go much thinner than this. This edge here I have to figure out because it's too thin there, and the blade will break if somebody tries to use it. So also that curve in it is not so great. So I'm just going to shape it a little bit. All right, that nice and flaked up. There are some areas on here with like hinges, tiny ones, but you could pick them off with your fingernails most of the time. Like that. It's a little one here that's not so great. So what I'm gonna do, people have really been asking for notching demos. So I'll see what I could do here. My camera stand is not the best. All right. let me get rid of this. Turn my chair. All right. So for notching, I usually start it with something a little heavier duty. Usually I use the Ishy stick, but I'm going to use Caribou today. So straight down in. You see how it took that corner off there? And then same thing, flip it around other side. Like that. Alright, so I'm going to switch to copper. I can't zoom. Yeah, I can't zoom this way, so. The other problem is this leather gets in the way. Alright, so in the notch, in and down. Flip it over, in and down. See that? And it's taking out flakes like that when you do this. See that? Then I'm going to do the same thing over here. The base is not even on this, so I'm going to have to go back and reshape the base. There is a spot here that's kind of high too, but that shouldn't affect when I put it in the handle. See that? And I think I'll keep it like that. There's one spot here that's not too great. Better for cutting. And there's this one spot right here and right here. Kind of crushing it a little bit. Tiny bit. Just trying to take off the tiniest little flakes. All right. Damn, that's sharp as heck. There's the other side. Not as flaked. I did majority of the flaking on this side. Perfect knife. That's pretty big. Look at that. And you can go through and just pick all these out with a little, maybe X-Acto knife or even your fingernail. sometimes, like that. See how I picked that off? And you just go through and make it look nice. Ah, that is sharp. Ow! Okay, guys. I think that's it for videos for today. And I'll put this up for sale as well if anybody wants it. It'll be on my Etsy shop. Just, you could order the medium-sized knives if it's a medium-sized blade like this. That's what I consider medium. Large would be to the tip of my fingers. If you go onto the Etsy shop and you order a medium-sized knife, just put in the notes that you request the Obsidian blade made in this video. That's that. Let me know if you want me to do a more detailed one, guys. Have a good one.